In the world of sailing, lightweight ideas are the best kind. This carbon fibre mast is a good example. At half the weight of aluminium or wood, it allows the boat to move faster. Whether you're a sailor or passenger, it's nice to know you can count on its support. Production begins with a strip of carbon fibre, which is wrapped around a long mast form that will serve as a mould. The material is trimmed and the paper backing is peeled away. Between 20 and 100 layers will be wound around the mould, depending on the size of the mast. Some layers are applied in a crisscross manner to give the mast more structural integrity and to hold its shape. The overlap is cut away so that the edges meet perfectly. The material is slightly creased and bulky at this point, so it's wrapped with plastic tape to compress it, which is then removed. This temporary taping is done after each layer, and the tape is left on after the final layer before a breather cloth is taped around it. Then, a plastic vacuum bag is pulled over the entire mast. The ends are sealed with tape. The vacuum connector and hose are attached. The vacuum sucks air from between the carbon layers and compresses them further. Next, it all heads into an autoclave to be baked under pressure. This will squeeze more air from the layers. At the same time, the heat will activate glue impregnated into the material, permanently fusing the layers. This fitting is made in a similar fashion. It's called a gooseneck plate and will connect a boom or spinnaker pole to the mast. Back to the mast. The large aluminium mould is pulled out of the mast tube. The surface is roughened using a disc sander, so paint will stick. 2 holes are drilled. And using a jigsaw with a special blade, the holes are connected, creating one wide slot. The gooseneck plate is trimmed to fit snugly on the mast. Next, a plastic pipe with a string on the end is manoeuvred. The string is threaded through the mast tube. Then it's hooked and pulled out of the slot made earlier. It's a messenger line, and it will be used to install the rope halyard that will raise the sail. Messenger strings are also used to install electrical wiring, connecting such things as radar, horns and lights. They're all funneled through the inside of the mast. The mast has now been painted, and the upper end of the pulley system for the halyard is installed. A pin that holds the halyard pulley is slid in, and a guard to keep the rope from fraying is bolted on. Next, a wind indicator is screwed on. A signal light is locked on to the top of the mast. It will indicate the boat's direction to passing vessels. A piece called the toggle is attached. It's a connector piece between the gooseneck plate and the boom. This carbon fibre mast is now seaworthy and should make the trip a real breeze. Plain sailing, really.
never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love